The authorities are investigating a shooting where 3 people were fatally shot over the weekend in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. At around 5:21 a.m. on Saturday the 19th of November, authorities responded to the 1600 block of Attuck Street after getting a report of shooting in the area. At the scene, police discovered 3 people suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. 34-year-old Ronnie Covington of Winston-Salem and 46-year-old Jamaris Cruz of Rural Hall were both pronounced dead at the scene. 38-year-old Charles Burns of Rural Hall was transported to a local hospital by medics, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Investigators say the shooting was an isolated incident. There's no suspect information available at this stage. The motive of the shooting is unclear, as the investigation into the matter continues. One man has been killed and multiple others are hospitalized in Avondale, Arizona, after police say 29-year-old Raymond Pipkin, who started shooting at cars along Interstate 10 before crashing into a motorcycle and other vehicles a couple of blocks away. Raymond now faces multiple felony charges, including first-degree murder. Police say that around 1 p.m. on the 19th of November, a witness told detectives that he was at a red light near 107th Avenue and McDowell Road, and the suspect was staring him down after they exited the freeway. According to a police report, the victim asked the suspect if they were good, and Raymond replied, "We are now," and fired into the vehicle. The victim drove off and proceeded to head westbound on McDowell Road, with the suspect following him. Raymond then shot the driver, 34-year-old Gabriel Sotelo, and a 14-year-old boy in the passenger seat. They were transported to a hospital, where Gabriel later died, and the boy remains in a critical condition. Raymond smashed into multiple cars and hit a motorcyclist head-on near Avondale and Encanto Boulevards. The motorbike rider was transported to a hospital in a critical condition. Raymond exited his vehicle and punched another person before running from the scene. Police said at one point, Raymond went up to a homeless man and asked him if he was ready to die, and then shot him in the face. The victim sustained a gunshot wound to his cheek and remains hospitalized in a critical condition. Raymond also fired at another vehicle with a father and daughter inside, but they were not injured. Another victim was reportedly shot at, but was also unharmed. After apprehending Raymond, investigators said he confessed to the shootings and said he felt guilty, but he did not provide a motive. Gabriel worked as a barber and lives behind his pregnant wife and 4 kids. 29-year-old Nicole Olson was fatally shot at a downtown Salt Lake City, Utah parking lot during an altercation after several people were asked to leave a nearby nightclub. The shooting occurred at around 2 a.m. on Sunday the 20th of November in the 300 block of Southwest Temple Street. Nicole's boyfriend got into an argument with the suspect. As the argument escalated, the suspect pulled a gun out and fired, striking Nicole. The suspect fled the scene in a vehicle along with several other people and remains at large. The alleged shooter has not been identified. Before police arrived to investigate, it was reported that someone put Nicole into another car and drove her to the University of Utah Hospital, where she later died. The shooting's been investigated as a homicide. Nicole's aunt, Amanda Gafford, says she went by the nickname Nikki. She says she was strong, beautiful and energetic. She was a single mother who really worked to stay on the straight path for her son. He was her inspiration for everything, she said. A 22-year-old Oklahoma teacher's aide has been accused of having sex with a student just 2 weeks after she started employment at the school. Ashley Waffle, a temporary teacher's aide with Granite Public Schools, began working at the school on the 10th of October, and on the 25th of October, she started messaging with a 16-year-old on Snapchat. Shortly thereafter, the educator is alleged to have a physical relationship with a teen boy. School officials alerted police to rumoured liaisons between the student and Ashley that were spreading around the small town of less than 2,000. Ashley had relations with the teen twice at her apartment sometime before the 9th of November. Ashley was fired on the 10th of November and now faces 2 second-degree rape charges that could land her in prison for up to 15 years. She's currently being held at the Grew County Jail and a bond is set at $100,000. An 11-year-old boy has been fatally shot in the town of Seneca in Wisconsin. The boy has been identified as Easton Tom. He's a 6th grader at Berlin Middle School. At just after 9 a.m. on Sunday the 20th of November, the Green Lake County Sheriff's Office and emergency medical personnel responded to a private property along South Road in regards to a deer hunting related incident. The authorities said that Easton had been shot in the chest while a 41-year-old man attempted to unload his firearm while it was placed in the back seat of a vehicle. Easton and the man who shot him, his name has not been released by the authorities, were the only two people in the hunting party when the incident happened. A property they were at is reportedly leased by Easton's family. Easton's family is well known in the community. His mother works for the Berlin School District. His father owns the Country Inn Bar and Grill on the outskirts of town. The investigation into the matter continues.